All right. Max.
It says it in the slideshow. So when the winner is?
But it's already with the voiceover.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to talk. That's the moment of the life. Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good thing as starting live. So please, I would like, first of all, a big applause to all of you coming here, came here at Lumen in Kronplatz. Thank you for being here. And as well in this moment to all the organization, we were trying to arrange little things, also the technical audio service, the DJ, the lights. And usually at the beginning of every event I start to thank also the photographers, but this time this event is for you, and that's awesome. I'm Zoran Filicic, I will be your host for the event tonight, and it gives me a great pleasure to welcome you at the Lumen here for the 2019 Red Bull Illume Image Quest Winner Awards ceremony. This, I think, in my career is the most difficult awards ceremony to be pronounced. 2019 Red Bull Illume Image Quest Winner Awards ceremony. Thank you. But it's that's part of the game, and it's cool. That was amazing day, and we are super happy to have you here, up here, especially with the weather conditions of the last week. But the first welcome, I think, the best first welcome is from Christian and Roy. I would like to have him here on stage. Christian and Roy representing Kronplatz. Grazie, Christian.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in the name of the organizer, Kronplatz Seilbahn AG, here at the Lumen for the Red Bull Illume Winner Award Ceremony 2019. As you may know, the weather last week was very bad, with an epic snowfall which caused a great number of problems. But as a famous former president of the United States said, we are not doing things because they are easy, but because they are hard. He was talking about flying to the moon. Perhaps I'm exaggerating a little bit, but in this spirit, the whole staff of the Kronplatz Seilbahn AG and our partners worked very hard and did a great job to get things ready for this event. And I hope you will enjoy these breathtaking pictures which probably was not so easy to capture as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Christian. Thanks for having us here tonight, and please another special applause for Kronplatz. Kronplatz is an amazing place, an impressive place also as a ski resort. As impressive is the number of images that were submitted to this year's competition. A total of 59,551 images. That's incredible. 72% more compared to the last edition, the fourth edition of 2016. So also I will ask you also for this big applause because it's a huge work, especially from the judges. That means that Red Bull Illume is more than relevant than ever, and exactly 50 world-renowned photo editors, digital experts from international publications and news photography, sport industries, some of them are here tonight, had a challenging task to select the best 60 images from 11 categories. The categories actually are Best of Instagram by SanDisk. Yeah, that's the that's the DJ Max Benzoni, please. Creative by Skylum. Emerging by Red Bull Photography. Energy. Innovation by Sony. Lifestyle. Thank you, Max. Masterpiece by IM. Moving Image. Brand new. Playground. Row. And Wings. Okay, those are the categories. Okay, we are having fun. I hope you are having fun as well. I'm always having fun working with this DJ. But congratulations to this 52 finalists whose stunning images will be unveiled to the world tonight after the awarding ceremony. We'd like to thank also our global partners, so please put your hands together for Sony, SanDisk, Skylum, and KUF. Yeah. For playing such an important role in making all this possible. Without the sponsors, all this is impossible, absolutely impossible. And 11 category winners and the one overall winner. So we'll have 11 plus 1, that means 14. 14 winners tonight, believe me. We'll pick up an incredible set of prizes valued 100,000 euros to let you be able also to continue your job. Special thanks also goes to Saleva, Petzel, and Sunnyberg for supporting the Winner Award ceremony. And we are delighted, so many photographers, judges, athletes, guests, all around the world that you were able to come here, especially as I've been told before with all those weather conditions. Imagine here they had huge problems. Also, the railway is stopped. For instance, I'm living in Venezia, in Venice, and you know we had a super high tide, but the entire Italy was involved. But anyway, the most important thing, you are here, and just to start, I would like to have the first talk to the man who started the idea of the Red Bull Illume. So please welcome on stage the Red Bull Illume founder, Ulrich Grill. Right. Ulrich, you're also a former Red Bull athlete, the first Red Bull photographer, actually, and living and working in the sky as well. And working down with Wow. Okay, Ulrich, this is the 5th edition. Stepping back in the past, tell me how the idea of Red Bull Illume started, actually. Videographers are great instead of filmers. Videographers is great. You know, living in Italy, we just call them filmers, but I love videographers.
Shine. Where you don't need to have a network, where you don't have to, and you know, you don't need to know people or something. Only your image, the best you have, can win this competition. And this is what we tried to do. And to give you sort of like, to give you wings, to give you an opportunity, and to give you a chance to become one of the really, really famous photographers. And when I look in the past, like who won this competition, those people are all legends. So I'm very happy that, you know, that worked out so well.
And some of them are already here because some of the previous winners are here. Right. And how did the competition change? It's always difficult. Believe me, it's difficult for me to call it competition. Like, it's difficult for me, I was grown with freestyle sports and action sports to call competition an event. I will rather call it an event because it's different categories and you're deciding, a jury is deciding, but competition is something that is more soccer, is more, especially because here you have a great collaboration between the photographer or videographer and the athletes. I think in the action sport is the most connected connection.
I mean, the photographer and athlete have to sync. Right. You know, if they have to fully understand each other, they usually, you know, go on trips, they live together, they do everything together. Often photographers have to really, like, put themselves into situations which are not so fun or dangerous. So, you know, they go way beyond what it's normally. So and this is also like, you know, to value, you know, this kind of like risk-taking, whether it's forbidden urban spaces, what we heard today in the workshops, or like, you know, on dangerous mountain slopes, or, you know, climbing or walls in the mountains. So it's like they're out there and they're doing great stuff.
And tell me, with so many challenges, so many photographers competitions in the world, how do you was able to made Red Bull Illume to stand out and to stay and to become a legend?
So I think, you know, there's a few things that we did. First, we wanted to have a really transparent competition, to have a judging that really enables for everyone to take part. The judges see the images without the name of the photographer, without the name of an athlete or the location, just the pure image. And eventually, once we do like we break it down to a low number of images, we hand it out to 50 judges, which are around the world. A few of them are here tonight, so thank you for coming as well. And then they judge it, so we're not involved into the final judging. It's totally unbiased, and this is good that it's that way. So this is one part. The other part is we bring the images to life when we do the exhibit and when we do the tour. And this is the opportunity for anyone to see the images, to experience the world of adventure and action sports photography. And with that kind of consistency, I think that's why, you know, Red Bull Illume is now considered to be the Olymp of adventure and action sports photography, the World Championship, everything combined. And that actually does not work without consistency. So really being consistent since 2006, doing on a regular basis. Also for me, having a fantastic team, having amazing partners. Also really, really big thanks to Red Bull. They have been supporting it from the first, moment, and just really, really grateful.
And tell me one thing, we have a brand new category, the moving images. And I'm interested also to name, because it's really, really strict. What is a moving image? Because it's not a clip, it's not a movie, it's not a spot, it's really a moving image. Why, and why did you introduce it? And what's the idea about?
Well, when you see what is happening in social media, and the technology as well, when we see the Sony cameras, and before you had film cameras, you had the still image cameras. Now they're merging. So a photographer has a very powerful film camera in his hands. So the borders merge, and the photographers starting to film as well. So we wanted to show this as well, and the moving image category is really about one, action, one short sequence, maximum 30 seconds, so the images are actually moving.
Right, so it's like a moving, really image, photos. You're deciding the angle, deciding light, deciding everything, and you're just not editing and putting
it
sequences
can be a
together.
little bit of editing, but it's just like one sequence, basically. It's one action. And only maximum 30 seconds. So. And
talking about the future, what's the future of the Red Bull Illume, and how you will change into the future?
Well, I think we evolve. And we evolve with different categories. We evolve also with technology. We see what, cameras can do in the future. Let's just think of ISO and what the cameras can do and hardware can do for us. And software as well. So it's moving along. We'll see, there's a new sort of group of people called content creators. So they're not only photographers or videographers, they combine everything. So there's a new breed of image creators coming. There's young people coming. They come with new concepts, with new ideas. So I think we will see a lot of amazing stuff in the future. And I'm just really excited for 2021 when we have submissions coming in again, and have to have the very hard choice to take, to pick the best.
Right, and now you have to pick, or you already picked the best also for the book.
Exactly. So one thing, as you know, we always bring out the book, and we just walked down from the gondola station in the snow down here. And I wanted to mention this because it's, for us personally, really, really important as well. With the book, we want to support the Wings for Life Foundation. And the Wings for Life Foundation is really all about spinal cord injury. There's some people, athletes, who have not been so lucky, who are in a wheelchair. They would not have been able to come down here tonight. So with every book sold, there goes a portion, to Wings for Life. And we would really want to support them with this.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ulrich. Thank you. It was a long speech, of course, but we think it was the best idea to start, the best way to start with the awarding ceremony tonight. But before starting with the categories and the winners, no future without the past. We were talking about the first edition in 2006, so I would like to have here the very first winner of the Red Bull Illume from 2006, because he's here tonight, Fred Mortage, a.k.a. Fred. Hello, Fred. Right, welcome here. I know it's we have to talk in English.
Of course.
Sinon, on va parler en français sans problème, hein, pour moi.
No, it's good. I'm
right.
water tonight, so.
Okay.
I learn from my mistakes.
Right. But that's good to be foreign to the English language. We can commit any mistake we can want. Okay, how is that to be back here on a stage of the Red Bull Illume in this 2019?
Of course, it's super cool. It's good to see this growing community, and it's all this good energy that's been going on for years, and I'm happy to be part of it again. So I'm thankful for being invited. So thank you, Ulrich. Yeah.
Right, and the winning of that prize in 2006 of the first ever Red Bull Illume, how did it affect your career as a professional photographer?
It was interesting because it didn't have an effect right away. It didn't come directly. There was like a direct effect coming back 6 years after. So
6 years after,
yeah,
so in 2012.
2013 actually, for the third edition of Illume. There was like this collaboration with Leica, Leica cameras, and it was really cool. I've always been like very patient and like confident with my work at like planting seeds and throwing energy to the universe, and eventually it comes back, you know, when you're doing good work and you're really focusing on a certain direction. So that's eventually what happened. So that was good to see things coming together this way.
Cool. That's great. And now we're ready just to move into the awarding ceremony tonight. Fred, thank you for being with us.
Thank you. I have suggestions for you. It's actually an idea from Ale, the Italian photographer. You have the Emerging Photographer Award. You should maybe have the Fading Photographer Award, because I started really high. I won the competition, then I went on to finals, semi-finals, and now I'm like fading away. So maybe I have a chance to win again.
Thank you. Thank you, Fred. Okay, thank you for the special insight of the long seasons, the previous seasons, but now it's really time to start. Our first category of the evening, 11 categories, and then the overall, for 14 total prizes, is Best of Instagram by SanDisk. And please, Sabrina Maya from SanDisk, please come on stage. Hello, Sabrina. Come on here. Let's go directly to this vignette, because this is the way now we will show you what is about the Best of Instagram by SanDisk and who are the nominees.
Best of Instagram by SanDisk. Photographer's most gram-worthy moments of show-stopping adventure and action sports. The nominees for the Best of Instagram by SanDisk category are Baptiste Fauchil, France. Dasha Nosova, Russia. Fabien Meyerhofer, France. Hamish Frost, United Kingdom. Bernard, France. And the winner is,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Baptiste Fauchil.
Baptiste Fauchil. Please, Baptiste, come on stage. Congratulations. You're the first winner And his words were exactly what I thought when I was thinking, I was telling you, explaining you about my idea of contest, that all of you are winners, but there's just an extra. One has to be the winner. But going into the second category of the evening is Creative by Skylum. And please, Hanna Krivorchuk from Skylum. Meanwhile, we're continuing, of course. Hello, Hannah. I have a couple of questions for you. And Skylum, Creative, why did you decide to sponsorize this category and Red Bull Illume?
We chose to support Creative by Skylum category because we share the rules.
Rules, okay. With your words.
Because we share the insight that photographers have. Okay.
Come on, put your hands together. No way. It's incredible that you can prepare whatever you want, but once you're here with the microphone on, then it's tough, right? Okay, so Skylum is presenting the creative category. Do you want to move directly to the nominees? Okay. Give me the mic. Okay. So for the Creative by Skylum, the 5 nominees are
Creative by Skylum. Images that have been enhanced digitally or in the darkroom through alterations made in the production or digital editing process. Enhanced digitally or in the darkroom through alterations made in the production or digital editing Nominees process. For the Creative by Skylum category are Marc Davier, nominee, France. The Creative by Skylum category are Marc Davier, Denis Klero, Russia. Denis Klero, Laurence Holder, Germany. Laurence Holder, Germany. Philipp Platzer, Austria. Philipp Platzer, Robert Austria. Garrow, Germany. Robert Garrow, Matt Horspool, Australia. Matt Horspool. And the winner is...
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Denis
Klero.
Klero.
Winner is... Denis Klero.
Hi everyone, I was really surprised. This is my favorite shot ever I create in my life. That's all, thank you very much.
And put your hands together for Denis, because he's the first winner that he's giving answers before the questions. So I don't need to give you any question, but just tell me, how did you make this incredible shot?
Frozen. It's easy.
It's easy.
The shot was made for Instagram. Everybody knows when snow fall down and the winter coming, full Instagram is first snow, first snow, first snow. And I suggest to Red Bull Russia to create the shot, but for this I don't know, event.
Okay.
But in Red Bull style. So.
Okay, it was August actually.
In Russia?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Denis Klero, the winner of the creative category by Skylum. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Denis. Many brilliant prizes also for Denis. Where are you going, Denis? Come back. Come back here. Come back here. Sometimes I feel when I'm on stage as a policeman, like stay here, go there, move there. Because those are all the prizes from the sponsors for a total also of those 100,000 euros that I was telling about you before. The problem with this event is that at the end you don't have enough hands or arms to just hold everything. So the second category was creative by Skylum. Last pictures, but we move into the third. The third category, the next one, is emerging by Red Bull Photography. And before we go into to see the winner, let's welcome Jorge Henao from Red Bull Photography. Jorge. Wonderful prize already ready, and the category is only for photographers between 18 and 25 years old, right? Why Red Bull Photography decided to sponsor exactly this category?
Okay, yeah, I wish this was for me, actually.
No, it's not yours.
Red Bull Photography, we believe that we as photographers are stronger when we work together, when we learn from each other, when we share our experiences, and when we help each other. We also believe in the time-honored tradition of mentoring the next generation of photographers. And at Red Bull, we believe in giving wings to people and ideas. So at Red Bull Photography, we want to help emerging photographers in their career, help them take the next step and get a foot in the door in a very competitive industry. So I think it just made sense for us to sponsor Emerging, and it was really, really a pleasure.
Thank you, Jorge. Yeah. Applause is mandatory for those words. And now let's see the 5 nominees.
Emerging by Red Bull Photography. The up-and-coming category for rising talents, age 25 or under. The nominees for the Emerging by Red Bull Photography category are JB Liautard, France. Nick Green, Australia. JB Liautard, France. Austin James Jackson, United States. Justin Comber, South Africa. And the winner is JB Liautard, France.
JB. Blanky. There was also, you can see, anonymous judging, so 2 picks of JB here, and this finally is the prize. What does it mean for you to win this prize?
Well, I'm not really good at speaking, but I'm going to give it a shot. It means a lot, actually, because this category was pretty much fitting to what I do, so I was really hoping for something, so I'm really stoked to be here and to win this one.
Right.
Yeah. And I have to say, as the other said before, congrats to everyone here, because no matter who wins, we're already super lucky to be there.
Thank you, JB, and we are sharing this night with you and with all the other photographers. Let's stay here for some pics to go to Jorge. That's a good thing that every single photographer here, every single person here knows the behind the scenes, so they knows when you kept a perfect prize awarding ceremony. Like, that's the funniest thing in awarding ceremony. When I'm commenting and presenting, introducing or emceeing a World Cup or whatever, a big event, then I know what you guys are doing just in front, because then it's like, or. And the others is just repeating. But it's not about Red Bull Illume. It's just about normal reportage. And back to the Red Bull Illume 2019, let's move into the next category. Next category of the evening is energy. And no doubt you guys need energy to do your job. Tonight I have an extraordinary, energetic person here to present this prize. Please welcome Mr. Rafa Ortiz. Yeah, Rafa. Right. Thank you for being with us tonight. And you're a professional athlete.
Yes, I'm not a photographer.
Not a photographer. And what role photography plays in your being a professional athlete and in growth also as an athlete?
It's huge, man. I was fortunate enough to learn early in my career the importance of working with talented photographers. For me, it doesn't always happen, but there's certain times I'm in the river, in my kayak, working with very talented people, and for me, that's like the highest points in my career.
And of course, you are here to just award the energy category, what energy means to you. That's a lot of talk about energy in the last, I think, 3 or 4 years, because I feel the energy in the universe, even the energy also with a speech or with an action, sportive action, or a photo. What energy is for you?
Well, for me, energy is everything. I think that, we find energy everywhere, and sometimes if through what we do, we can express that energy, you can really push far out there. Like some of the best photos that I've seen are photos that can actually portray that energy to people. It's like related to emotions, and for me, that's the most powerful there is.
Let's see those portraits of
Let's do
energy.
it.
We have the 5 nominees for the next category.
Energy. Images that demonstrate the force that powers an action and show the energy, speed, and strength required for an athlete to perform. The nominees for the energy category are Jay French, New Zealand. Matt Wood, New Zealand. Robin O'Neill, Canada. Ben Thouard, French Polynesia. Mahalia Budd, United States. And the winner is,
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for
Ben Thouard.
Fine. Welcome and félicitations. Right. Move a little bit in the center, please. Okay, Ben. Now hold the mic as well.
Yeah.
Because I'm really curious. How it was difficult to take this pic and to prepare? Actually, it's difficult to prepare. It's an action pic, so to be prepared is pretty difficult there.
So I take most of my photos swimming. And I guess this kind of photo is a lot about the anticipation, to look in the right direction and be at the right place at the right moment and be prepared, having the right equipment.
Right. I really don't know, because I didn't know about this pic, but the reef was pretty shallow. It's a left. I will say it's Pipeline or Te Ahupo.
So this is Te Ahupo in Tahiti.
This is Te Ahupo.
Yeah.
Chops.
It's been my home for the last 12 years.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I've been there a couple of years ago. That's amazing. You know the spot we're talking about in Tahiti, just at the end of the road, à la fin de la route. Well, I think for me the best left in the world. Okay, I'm just talking about surfing. And there was a free surfing actually.
Sorry?
There was free surfing.
Yeah, so that was right before the event that we have in Tahiti, at Chopo. And this is Ace Bekan. He was coming here at Chopo to surf with my friend Michel Borez from Tahiti.
Wow.
And we had a good free surf. And I was shooting a lot underwater because it's been my main direction these last few years to create something different. So I'm beyond happy to have an underwater photo winning tonight.
Right. Thank you, Ben. Un applause pour l'énergie de Ben Thouard. Thank you, Rafa. Thank you, Ben. Ben Thouard with... Seems like you have to be French to win a prize tonight. France is ripping. Okay, put your hands together for France. Come on. And it's funny because on my point of view, we can do this super free with freedom in free way here because there's no competition between nations. You know what I'm talking about? It's in those sports, in this ambient, is like you like what is good and what is nice looking or what got style, not where someone comes from. And that's so important today in the world. That's what I like also about action sports. And okay, basically why I'm talking so much because I have to wait the gentleman just to finish the picks and then it is called trash talking. Sorry for that. Okay, next stop. The fifth category is Innovation by Sony. Sony is already a partner for the second time, and we are really honored to welcome Pascal Richard from Sony. Hello. Hold the prize, please.
Where's it from? Yep.
Yep. Okay, Pascal.
Yep.
Welcome here on stage for the second time, because Sony is sponsorizing the second time the Red Bull Illume, second time in a row, and it's such a good match together with.
It is, in fact. Well, we're proud to present the innovation category. Why? Because innovation means that you always have to be a step ahead, and I think we are at Sony. But it also means to do things that others didn't before. So that's about you also. I mean, you have to be innovative, and you have to be a step ahead. So that's, I think it's a good reason why we sponsored this prize, right?
Right, innovation, surtout. Okay, come on, we gotta see the 5 nominees. Remember, France won the first 4, and now let's see the nominees for Innovation by Sony.
Innovation by Sony. Images that reveal a unique idea, a different format, a different flash effects, light and flash effects, something never seen before. The nominees for the Innovation by Sony category are Laurence Holder, Germany. Laurence Crossman-Emms, United Kingdom. Daniel Bernstad, Sweden. Enrique Henner, Spain. Emile Soli, Norway. And the winner is
from UK,
Laurence Crossman-Emms,
Crossman-Emms, United Kingdom. Welcome, Laurence. Please. All right. Laurence, hold the mic. What I saw, first of all, you kiss your girlfriend, right?
Yeah, my wife.
Your wife. I just started with your girlfriend, because usually you kiss your wife, no, it's my girlfriend. No, you kiss your girlfriend, no, it's my wife. Your wife. Do you want to dedicate to someone this prize?
Oh, well, to
you
my
have
wife.
to do it to your wife, yeah. But that was wife. That was why. But now, talk us through the image. How did you take this?
I guess I've always had a bit of a fascination with puddles and water and how it reacts when action hits it. I like to capture those sort of images, and we were out on a shoot, and I saw this opportunity to get something that was maybe a little bit different, and we gave it a go. And it's a bit of a task of not getting too wet and getting the shot. But,
Right. And here is the fact, here is the image, and here is the prize. Right. Put your hands together again. Runs Crossman-Emms. So it's not only about France. Talking about countries, of course, UK has answered back. And then the prizes by sponsors and by Sony. For Laurence, just 5 categories out of 11 in this first part. We're moving into the 6th. And then I would like to remind all that the evening will not be over just with the awarding ceremony, because then we will unveil all the photos, and we'll have also the after party once back, let's say downtown or down to the valley. Again with this J. Max Benzoni, who will play music till tomorrow morning. Okay, next category. Captures everything surrounding the world of action and adventure sport photography. This is the lifestyle photography, a lifestyle category. And to handle the trophy, please, Stefan Ponsold from Sunnyberg on stage. Hello, Stefan. Yep. Just a question, Sunnyberg is an interesting year, so what is your connection with photography, actually?
Yeah, we do solar panels for charging mostly empty cameras. So if you need to wait a little longer for a shot, use a Sunny bag and you never will run out of battery. The irony is basically that we use the same technology that than all you photographers. We use the photovoltaic effect, and the solar cell is in every camera. It's the sensor basically who makes these incredible images.
Genuine is the idea at the end. Cool. Let's see now the nominees of the lifestyle category.
Lifestyle. Images that visually capture the creativity of the lifestyle, of the culture that surrounds action and free culture that surrounds action and free what happens before or represent what happens before, between, and after the action. The nominees for the lifestyle category are Nicolas Pina Calvin, Spain. Tyrone Bradley, South Africa. Andrew Miller, United States. Denis Klero, Russia. Kohei Ueno, Japan. Alexander Rick, Germany. And the winner is,
ladies and gentlemen, together for Alexander
Vick.
Welcome, Alexander. Please. Right, you have to tell a couple of words.
Thank you. I'm pretty overwhelmed. I've been following the contest since 2007, and I never imagined to be up here. It's kind of a dream, and I'm really happy to be here. And thanks to everyone who's been making this couple of nice evenings, and I hope we're going to have a great after party afterwards. So thanks a lot. Thank you.
You will, promise.
Right. Thanks. This is going out to Stade, by the way.
Right. Thank you. Put your hands together again for Alexander Vick. The 6th category. Yeah, and also what I really love, it's reactions, not questions and answers, but the reaction and just the words out of the blue are the best for me, from my point of view, my special point of view. And as usual, the photographer being photographer and hugs and everything. 6 categories out of 11 plus the overall plus. But we are in 2019 now, the 5th edition of the Red Bull Illume. And let me tell you a story just to move back 3 years, actually. We were in 2016 in Chicago, at the Art Institute in Chicago, in the last Red Bull Illume Winner Awards ceremony, and was invited also Senad Grosic, who was the athlete of the honor overall winning image by Laurence Holder. So please put your hands together also for Laurence Holder. He was twice already nominees, but didn't get any prize. And Senad is a BMX rider, and he wanted to perform inside the Art Institute of Chicago, but they was stopped by 2 guys of security, like, you can't do it. The BMX was taken away, and he wasn't able to perform, basically. So, we want to give him his dream back, also this little dream, so please put your hands together now to Senad Grosic, please. And he's not alone. Well, bunny hop tail whip. Senad, please put your hands together for both. 3 years later. And now let's go to continue with the Red Bull Illume Winner Awards ceremony. Senade, možeš doći samo čas? Jednostavno se ne sjećam ime tvog kolege. Samo zato. Yeah, we're talking in a strange language just because that's my fault. I've been told that the name of his colleague, but I forgot the name, so I think it's correct to announce him.
I didn't know his name. I saw him the first time in my life.
All right.
No, it's Andrei Kostya from Russia.
Andrei Kostya from Russia. Please put your hands together for Andrei. Hvala Senada. Thank you.
Can we just have a picture?
Yep. Yeah, let's have a picture together on stage. That was also out of the blue. I was thinking, oh my God, I don't remember his name. I don't remember the name of that. Thank you. And then I decided by myself just to ask Senad. Thank you. We are going on now with the next category, the masterpiece by I Am. So please welcome also a BMX rider here on stage to hold the trophy, Mr. Konstantin Andreev. That's you. Already. It's better in that way. Diamogli il trofeo. And let's see straight on. You're not talking on the microphone because the BMX and the freestyle is talking for you. You have been told like this. So let's see the 5 nominees.
Masterpiece by I Am. Images that illuminate your artistic skill, your personal best, your unique style. The nominees for the Masterpiece by I Am category are Kevin Milano, Colombia; Morgan Masson, United States; Daniel Ruenbach, Sweden. Laurence Holder, Germany. Robin Pearson, United Kingdom. Jeffrey Kiefer, Australia. And the winner is Laurence Holder.
Yes, they give you the prize. You can hold the mic as well. As in 2016, another pick with Senat. So you need Senat to win in the...
Yeah, come on, Senat. Come on stage.
No, come on, Senat. You're asking Senat, but he said the spotlight is on you. It's on the photographer tonight. Okay, did you ever thought that you will be back after 3 years here on stage and to win another prize?
Definitely not.
Right.
When you won like 2 times, you think like, yeah, okay, that's it, you're out.
Right.
Definitely. But that's pretty sick.
Okay, you feel good. I think your silence means more than any word.
That's yeah, I'm speechless again, actually. Okay. Like really speechless.
So I think I don't need any speech from you. I just need a big applause from the crowd, please.
Thanks a lot.
And that's enough. Thank you. And that's the real base. You know already of the rebel he made, Illumen, of this contest that he was asking Senat to come on stage, and Senat would say, no, it's not my time. I'm always under the spotlight. I'm always there. It's your time. You're under the spotlight. You're here on stage, and that's it. And thank you also to Consta, because you just run away instead of taking the pics together with Laurence, but it's okay. No problem. Okay, eighth category now will be, yeah, that was the 7th with the masterpiece, so we have 8, 9, 10th, and 11th category. So the prizes are just, the trophies less and less. Thank you to the 2 wings. They're staying and waiting for us, the prizes and the nominees and the call. Okay, guys, now we are moving to the next category, the all new moving image category. And I would like to have here on stage one guy who knows the moving image, Markus Stockel, the fastest man on the bike. Right, you know a lot about speed, about how the movement is important and the speed and the moving images. So what is this prize for you, for instance? What does it mean?
I think moving is really hard to transport emotions. With a picture, it's a captured moment, and you can imagine so much what has been before and after. With moving pictures, you capture the whole thing, and you cannot hide anything. And yeah, moving is really hard, I guess. I'm personally not watching any sport on any moving images because I'm really hard to attract. But photos in general, I think there's a lot of attraction as well. But so that's moving pictures is a tough one.
Okay, let's say because it's a brand new prize, Max. So hold on the trophy, give me the mic. Let's move here beside. Heavy trophy, right. Tough guy saying heavy trophy. Those are the nominees.
Moving image. Images are no longer standing still. An open playing field for video sequences between 5 and 30 seconds. The nominees for the moving image category are Rupert Walker, Canada. Maxime Moulin, France. Ben Thouard, French Polynesia. Joey Schussler, United States. Stu Gibson, Australia. And the winner is Rupert Walker.
Right. Just a little bit in the middle. Center of stage. Stay with us. Rupert, it's amazing. How do you feel to be the first winner ever of moving images category?
Yeah, you know, this was, I mean, it's sick, obviously. And this is a really special shot for us, you know. Me and Semenuk basically came up with this concept together. And with moving image, you know, there's so many different pieces to putting a shot together. So I'm up here accepting the award on behalf of the whole team, you know. So they're the amazing drone pilot. I was the director. Brandon was the director. You know, our dog, the other rider, Semenuk's the other athlete, you know, them choreographing it all, timing like the moves with the drone pilot, you know, it's not easy, so it's not, I'm up here accepting it, but this is for the team, right? This is for Rebelco, so thanks so much, guys, I'm stoked.
Thank you, Rupert. Put your hands together again for the winner, the first winner ever of the Red Bull Illume of the moving images, Rupert Walker. We're going from category to category. Only 3 left as the official categories. There you can see 5 prizes, 6 actually, but that's another story. Okay, let's go into the next category. It's all about landscapes, locations and platforms. So let's look at playground category together with Mathieu Moselle from Petzel. Please come on stage, Mathieu. Right. Hello, Mathieu. And tell me, Petzel is pretty interesting. What's the connection between headlamps and photography?
Playground is where photographers and videographers express themselves. But before, they have to access it. So every photographer knows what the feeling is to get up at 2 a.m.
Yeah, to get up at 10 o'clock in the morning, to have a shower, a breakfast, to come up by gondola, right?
So waiting for the perfect light at 2 a.m., freezing, not feeling the fingers anymore. And that's where we are entering the game. Because as a brand, as Petzel, we want to help people progress into the darkness. So light is really important for us, and we are really happy to be here to help the winners, support them, and help you guys with the headlamps we gave you at the gondola. So really happy to be here.
Right, providing the light to the light masters. Yep. Come on here and let's see the 5 nominees for Playground.
Playground. Images that showcase the landscapes, locations, platforms, and environments in which athletes play. The nominees for the Playground category are Laurence Holder, Germany. Matt George, France. Jeff Coombs, Canada. Camille Sustiak, Australia. Chris Tedesco, United States. Andrius Alexandrovicius, Lithuania. And the winner is Laurence Holder.
Tonight, the second win tonight. Laurence, welcome back on stage. All right. And Laurence, did you expect to win twice tonight?
Is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
I think we should stop that now because I'm sorry, but I'm really stoked. And
right. But just tell me, because the location is incredible. So once you saw the location, the idea just came automatically, or how was the growth of the idea of the image?
Like it's basically a viaduct, or like the train goes over all those arrows. And my idea was to shoot a skateboarder in that, and I saw it from the first time. You see it from the side, and it actually looks pretty boring. But once you go in the middle of it, it's just amazing. Like I took some photos with my phone. It's just like, boom, and yeah, that's
it. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laurence.
Sorry, I'm
speechless.
Yeah.
That's enough.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Laurence. Second victory of the night. And yeah, it's funny. Like most of the places, if you see from the front side, looks boring. If you get another angle, looks amazing. It's like mathematics, like the marriage. No, the marriage is not. But no, it is. It is. Like life in general. Laurence Holder with 2 prizes tonight, but we are moving in the next category. I think is the favorite category for most of you. Maybe is the most, if we can say, pure tonight. It's RAW category. Please welcome again on stage Ulrich Grill. Right, Ulrich. Okay, interesting to know, Ulrich is also the founder of Cove, the cooperative of photography, and runs the world's largest YouTube brand channel about photography with almost 1 million subscribers. But, baby, I like RAW. I like RAW. This is really straight out the camera. But why did you decide to include this category into the image quest?
I think RAW is really also like the pinnacle of categories here. You know, in the past years, there has been, a lot of, like photo editing and like enhancing as well. But this is the pure thing. RAW is like, how the image comes out of the camera. Uncropped, unedited. So you really have to think, what it's all about. And you cannot change anything. So for me, this category is really the pinnacle of all categories in many ways. There's no changing afterwards. So you really have to you have to take and get the shot, period, done. So I'm curious who's going to win this one.
I'm super curious. Are you curious too? Woo! Are you? Okay, so take the prize, move beside. Ladies and gentlemen, the nominees of the RAW category.
RAW. Shots that are straight out of the camera, showcasing the real image. Composition, exposure, Lighting done in front of the lens and in the scene, not behind a screen. Uncropped, untouched, no filter. The nominees for the RAW category are Daniel Bernstad, Sweden. Michael Clark, United States. Christian Gysi, Switzerland. Jan Kesel, Czech Republic. Noah Wetzel, United States. And the winner is Noah Wetzel.
Congratulations.
Really, I think it's the best category.
Right.
Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. It's yours.
Again, I invite you, again, Justin, Emil, Noah. Ori said epic shot. It was really epic. And there's a kind of a supreme category. What's your feeling in? Tell us more about the winning shot, because it's epic.
Well, how long do you have? How you guys doing out there? So, there's a lot that went into the shot, as you guys can tell, or would assume. The athlete, Chris Brule, is actually with me back there, and he flew out with me. So yeah, a lot of conceptualization, about 3 months of planning, and basically 2-3 days of scouting. It was a in-camera double exposure, and there's a lot of different details going on there. But yeah, to say the least, number of wireless flashes behind the trees. And the first image was taken during the eclipse, the total lunar or total solar eclipse, a couple years ago. And then the second image was taken at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. later that evening. And there's a lot of things that kind of went wrong, and there's literally some tears shed, and then full on rectified it. So the situation into like a shot that. We can all be thankful for. So,
right. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, want to thank Red Bull. It's been so great to meet you guys. Let's have a great night, and yeah, let's have a good time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Noah. Put your hands together for Noah Wetzel, and hopefully you have a great night tonight. But I promise you will, because the energy here is super high. You're awesome guys, and I know this guy with a little hat on, this DJ Max Benzoni, I know how he can rock the house for the entire night. My problem would just be to bring the DJ back to the hotel and back to our next jobs, but that's another story. Okay, after Noah, we have another category. This is the last official category. Then we have 2 unofficial categories in the overall. That's why we have 4 pros left. So the last official category is wings. And we also him taking off from the room at the beginning tonight of the evening. Who could be better to present this trophy than the wingman, Aaron Drogati. Aaron, come on. Right. Aaron, ciao. Aaron is a super shy guy, super sportive guy, still with the boots on, but ma devi fare un botta e risposta veloce comunque.
Ci proviamo.
Ci proviamo. How do you stick with English?
So.
So. Okay, how was the flight tonight?
It was nice. It was smooth.
and nice.
Nice, smooth, and nice. How was the light?
The light was nice.
Okay, how was the landing?
It was
nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and how is this evening? It's nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Aaron. Come on here. And let's see the nominees for Wings.
Wings. Images that capture the point in a performance in which the athlete jumps, catches air, free falls, or soars. The nominees for the Wings category are Martin Golob, France; Philipp Platzer, Austria; Pablo Jimenez, Chile; Lachi Carricker, Australia; Marcelo Maragni, Brazil; Otto Diaz de Vora, Spain. And the category winner is Philipp Platzer.
What the hell is said? Come on, Philipp Platzer with the award finally. Philipp, it's all about ideas, it's all about feelings, but also about communication, especially talking about wings, about flying. What did you want to communicate, let's say, with this image, if it's possible to say something like that?
Here with the effort, you mean?
Yep.
It was just one task for him. I told him, hey, it was the very last try, and I told him, just turn a little bit more towards me to the left. And that was it, and I was, to be honest, it was one of the hardest shoots I've ever done, and in the end, looks like it paid off, so I'm stoked, super stoked.
And we are stoked for this image. Thank you, Lloyd.
Thank you.
Thank you for this masterpiece and artwork. There was the last official category, Wings. And Philipp Platzer is the last winner. I would like to ask all of you, because now we are paying a little bit of attention still to my words, also Philipp, you. And just at the end, stay here, because at the end of the awarding, after the overall winner, I would like to have for the photo shooting opportunity all the winners of the official categories here on stage, all the 11, actually 10 winners of the official categories. But now, before announcing the overall winner, this year, we have two special categories. The first one is the Best Mountain Sports Image by Saleva. So please welcome Stefan Reiner and Thomas Eichner from Saleva here on stage. Hello, how are you doing? Nice to meet you. Okay, one is holding the prize and the other one is answering on the microphone.
Okay, like the Carabinieri.
Like the Carabinieri. Yeah.
So, I think we are dreamers all together. And to make this dream become true and to make the dream become real, we need athletes, we need products that enable this, but also we need people that capture the moment in order to show the dream, and therefore we are thankful also to give our contribute to you. You are doing a great job, and probably our industry, our world, that is a very passionate world, would not be the same without you. So thanks a lot. We are happy to give also our contribute for you.
Thank you, guys. Come here, because we go straight, watch out, the winner for the category Best Mountain Sport Image by Best mountain sport image by Saleva. Come on, just tell me, what's the story behind this image?
Well, there's obviously a guy walking the rope or line. And yeah, we woke up in the morning and everything was in the fog. We couldn't see anything, so we almost went home. And then the fog dropped down and this happened. That's probably it.
That's good, because the image is so beautiful. I'm asking just a question, and he made it so simple. And then
I was doing the easy
this
job there.
happened.
Look at that guy.
Right. And then this happened. And then this happened, and this is your prize. Put your hands together again for Kamil Sustiak. And that's the prize as well. We are moving super fast towards the end. Cheap prizes left. Adesso è facile, adesso non sbagliate. Okay, the second special category is Extreme by Sandisk. And please welcome again on stage Sabrina Mai from Sandisk. Oh, you're doing by yourself. Okay, she's doing by herself. Okay, you want to say a couple of words? Yeah. Yeah? Okay.
So, in the name of Sandisk, I'm very happy to see a lot of images which transport emotion and power and energy. So I'm really looking forward to see the winner of this category.
Thank you, Sabrina. And now, let's see, not the nominees, but the winner of Extreme by Sandisk. Again on stage, and again another prize, Sabrina Meyer. Can you do the prize?
I didn't expect this one.
You didn't?
No. But yeah, I've talked to Max, the athlete.
Right.
And now I'm actually really, really stoked because Max is here as well. It was our project back in 2017. When was it? In Chile?
In Chile.
And yeah, the idea of the shot was actually done by my phone, which I was just doing a panorama to send to my girlfriend. And then I thought, fuck, if I include Max in the shot, it's quite good. So I did it and worked well again.
And you made it extreme.
Yeah, looks like.
Looks like. Put hands together again for Philip. And please put your hands together also for Sabrina, because I have to tell you one behind the stage. I've been told, like, no questions, she will not talk, but I think you felt the energy, so much energy tonight that you wanted to share a couple of emotions with us. Thank you. Ok. Max, mi metti qualcosa di così? Now I will act a little bit American because I love the American announcers. Really, I really love, because... And now, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. After going through 59,551 image submissions, the judges have decided on an overall winner. We now would like to welcome the representatives for all our partners on stage, without whom none of this would have been possible. So please, Ulrich, come back on stage. Please, Sabrina, Hannah, and Mr. Katsuya Watanabe, please all on stage. And yeah, Mr. Katsuya Watanabe with the prize. Let's say 2 on 1 part. No, okay, you present, okay, you can come here. Because this will be the overall winner. And for the overall winner, let's quickly have a look at all the category winners once again.
Red Bull Illume Image Quest 2019 overall winner. 50 judges have cast their votes and selected their overall winner of the contest. The nominees for the overall winner are Baptiste Fauchil, France; Denis Klero, Russia; JB Liautard, France; Bin Thouard, French Polynesia; Laurence Crossman-Emms, United Kingdom; Alexander Wick, Germany; Lorenz Holder, Germany; Rupert Walker, Canada; Lorenz Holder, Germany; Noah Wetzel, United States; Philipp Platzer, Austria; and the overall winner is Bin Thouard.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, stand up and welcome the 2019 Red Bull Illume Image Quest overall winner de la Polynésie française, Monsieur Ben Thouard. Ben, welcome back here.
Creative.
The moment is yours. I think all the presenters can just surround Ben. Yeah. Right, too many prizes, so I think I have to hold the microphone to Ben. Ben. Sure? Ah, yeah, of course. So please, with this selfie, stand up together or raise your hands, do whatever you want. Cool. Thank you, Mr. Watanabe. So I can move here. I will hold the microphone for you. You have to tell us what the ingredient for this. That's the perfect shot was reputed between a lot of perfect shots.
Can you hit me? Because
yeah,
I'm not sure if I'm awake or if I'm dreaming.
Like this. You're awake.
Yeah,
He's
it's like.
Come on, another applause. He's awake.
Thank you guys. I'm very surprised. I'm beyond happy and honored and proud to be here. Can't believe it, actually. And as I said, winning with an underwater photo, because it's been my goal since the many years, working underwater and try to create something new and capture a new angle. I don't know, it's beyond reality, being here all the way from Tahiti. Super happy, super thankful for everything here at Red Bull Illume. And I don't know, it's, I can't believe it, really. It's super happy, stoked. Thank you guys.
Talking again about Tahiti, I think tonight and in this quest, the mana was pretty powerful for you.
yeah, I guess the mana was with me, and thankful for all my friends in Tahiti and Ace Buchan on the photo as well. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Sorry.
Just tell me how you will celebrate tonight.
Well, I guess we're gonna have a small party.
Small.
I have an early flight tomorrow, so maybe not. I don't know.
Okay, so directly to the flight. Do you agree directly to the flight after the party? Put hands together for our auto winner, Ben
Thank
Thouard.
you, guys.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ben, stay here, please. Thank you, Mr. Katsuya Watanabe. Thank you, Hannah, Sabrina. Thank you, Ulrich. And I would like to have, please, all the winners, or the category winners here on stage now for a group photo, right now. Thank you to the presenters, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. You can down. So please, again, all the winners, come on stage, all the category winners. Well, watch out also.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys. And talking also about celebrations, by the way, the official. That's official. And the official after-show party starts down in the valley at 23:30 at restaurant bar Cosmo. You will be told. But if it's deciding which hand hold one or the other one, you have to turn your back towards the cameras. Okay? And put your hands together for the winners. Best of Instagram by SanDisk, Creative by Skylum, Emerging by Red Bull Photography, Energy, Innovation by Sony, Lifestyle, Masterpiece by I Am, Moving Image, Playground, Raw and Wings.
Forward.
This is the last picture. And now, ladies and gentlemen, with the winners and all the nominees, the judges, the guests, we will go outside for the opening of the Red Bull Illume exhibition. Thank you. Thank you to DJ Max Benzoni. Thank you to the audio system, to all the people involved in the Red Bull Illume Winner Awards Ceremony 2019. Thank you to the presenters. Now we're going outside for the opening of the exhibition, and then let's the party started. Welcome, thank you, and now dance all night long.